Salute, good brads. Welcome to the Mr.Goodbread Reaction channel, where we learn how not to be fools from some well-paid fools. We watch and study the stars and celebrities so we know how the regular folks is acting. Now today, we got something a little bit different from the Diddy news. We got Chrissy and Jim Jones. So Chrissy gonna tell us why she posted what she posted and why she left Jim Jones.
If these rumors about Chrissy Lampkin and Jim Jones are true, it would be a major shakeup in their long and publicly visible relationship. According to the latest speculation, Jim Jones allegedly has a baby, but not with Chrissy Lampkin, which has caused a significant rift between them. The rumor suggests that Jones has a baby with someone else, and Chrissy is not happy about it at all. This situation appears to have led to Chrissy allegedly ending things with Jim and kicking him out of her life and house. Their relationship has already seen its fair share of ups and downs, as documented on shows like Love and Hip Hop New York, where fans have followed their journey, including the fact that they have been together for many years without officially tying the knot. If this latest drama is true, it could be the final straw that leads to a permanent separation between the two. As with all rumors, the truth behind these claims remains unclear, but the alleged developments have certainly sparked interest, given how messy things seem to have gotten between the couple.
Now this is one of them relationships you really can't pay me to speak on. You can't pay me to slam Jim Jones on this, because she sat there and endured whatever he dished out. Jim Jones ain't never changed. He always been the same. We all seen who Jim Jones was. And this your average relationship. Now, I mean, that's why I say we could talk about these people, but we better be learning from these people while we talking about them, because this is the average relationship. Now, whatever she say is not valid, because Chrissy, you know you can't have babies, you can't have kids, and men marry so that we can have kids. I mean, men marry women who can have kids so that we can push forward our legacy. So you can't be mad. You know you have no return on their investing in you, and now you're just tired of playing let's pretend. So until you're tired of yourself, you're gonna be tired, yo. You're gonna be tired. And y'all be knowing who y'all pick. Y'all pick these hell of a sons. Y'all pick these son husbands.
Honey, Mama Jones is not here for the games, and she let the world know she's still not vibing with Chrissy Lampkin. During a spicy interview on People TV's Reality Check, Mama Jones didn't hold back. When asked about where things stood with Chrissy, she was blunt. "We ain't on no terms, ain't nothing to talk about." Who? That's a whole lot of shade, baby, and it just reminds us how deep this drama runs. And let's not forget, Mama Jones popped up on Love and Hip Hop New York recently, but did that help smooth things over? Not at all. Chrissy straight up said she doesn't have any relationship with her future mother-in-law, spilling the tea that she's been keeping her distance because Mama Jones ain't exactly been a fan.
See? And y'all sit up here with your lace front all tight and your lips all turned up and say that I'm the problem because I call out the bad behavior in black women. But behind every one of y'all problems with a man lies a black woman. And until y'all call out these black women, we don't care how good of a black woman you think you are. It don't matter to us. We going off what we see and the statistics. And this is what the statistics show. The statistics show that all y'all women crying about dealing with a narcissist or crying about being with an abuser or whatever you want to paint them out to be, the statistics show your real gripe lies with the mother. Yeah. Just because y'all all share fish hole, y'all get mad when you hear a brother talk like this. But until y'all get mad at these mothers, you gonna be mad. And that's your business.
Talk about family drama. Now, let's talk about the real tea. Chrissy and Jim Jones, the rapper from Harlem's very own Dipset, have been doing this on-again, off-again love dance for 16 years. They've been engaged for almost 10, but sis is out here saying she's fine just the way things are. Marriage? Nah, that's not on her radar anymore. Of course, Mama Jones wasn't letting Chrissy have the last word. She clapped back real quick, claiming Chrissy ain't telling the whole truth about being content with Jim. Honey, this family drama is a whole saga, and I don't think we've seen the last of it. Now y'all know Mama Jones has never been one to bite her tongue, and she let it all out about Chrissy. She made it crystal clear. As a mother, I've got certain expectations. And baby, she's not feeling Chrissy's vibe since she joined the family, saying it's been straight up disrespectful at times. Mama Jones even said, "I don't tolerate foolishness, and if that ain't a read, I don't know what is." But here's where it gets real interesting. Mama Jones loves her son so much that she'll accept whoever he chooses, but she's throwing just a little shade, adding, "I know that's who he loves for now." Whew. And since Jim and Chrissy don't have kids yet, that's just another layer in this messy family drama. Jim's still talking about wanting to walk down the aisle, but Chrissy, sis is over it, and Mama Jones, well, she ain't completely dragging Chrissy, but she did say she's not down for this marriage either, despite all these years. They're just not ready, she said, point blank, period.
I be thinking I'm playing. Y'all be thinking I'm mad or I hate my mother. I told y'all, these hell of a mothers, they think that they sons are they husbands, yo. They think they sons are they husbands. And Chrissy, you can't get his mama a grandchild. You can't get his mama, this hell of a mama, a grandchild, so she don't like you. She can't continue that generational curse in your children. So she don't like you. She don't want you. Lilith don't want you. Damn, Chrissy.
Meanwhile, Chrissy's out here giving her side of things on Love and Hip Hop. She's back after almost 7 years, and she spilled that the producers begged her to return. They wanted to bring back the essence of the show, she said, serving just a touch of humble brag. And when it comes to Jim, she claims they're in a good place now, saying, "I thought marriage was the next step, but it's not for everybody. We're good." Well, one thing's for sure, the saga continues. Honey, Chrissy and Jim's love story is like a roller coaster ride that just won't stop. Ever since they started dating way back in 2004, they've been through it all, ups, downs, and everything in between. Chrissy's never been shy about putting it all out there either. Back in 2016, she broke down why she stayed engaged for so long, saying, "Why rush into marriage if one of us ain't really ready? I'm not trying to go through a divorce just to say I did it." Sis is all about moving at her own pace, and she made it clear she's in this because she chose to be. Their relationship has been front and center on Love and Hip Hop, and with season 10 dropping on December 16th on VH1, best believe they're coming in hot. One of the most unforgettable moments on the show was when Chrissy packed her bags and bounced to Miami, leaving Jim in New York. Whew, that had folks talking. That move was a major wake-up call for Jim, and in true Jim Jones fashion, he flew down to Miami and proposed, hoping to fix what people thought was his lack of commitment. But even with that big romantic gesture, the two decided not to tie the knot, leaving fans scratching their heads about what's really going on. Over the years, we've seen glimpses of their love, but Chrissy's hinted that there's a lot more going on behind the scenes. She's been tight-lipped about the bigger issues, but one thing's for sure, she's always stood by her man, no matter what people are saying in the streets. Despite all the rumors and chatter, Chrissy's loyalty to Jim is real, and her eagerness to get engaged and stay in the public eye proves she's all in, whether folks like it or not. But, honey, if you've been peeping Chrissy's recent social media posts, it looks like sis might be over it. Folks are wondering if she's finally thinking about moving on, and you can't help but think all these unresolved issues are starting to weigh her down. In a more recent interview, Chrissy kept it real, saying, "My love life is steady, no new disappointments because I'm not setting new expectations." Ooh, if that doesn't sound like someone who's just tired of the back and forth. She admitted that while things are comfortable, it's not really her focus anymore, and that's a big old red flag for fans who've been waiting for that wedding. It's clear there's a sense of resignation in Chrissy's voice, like she's accepted that marriage might not be how this love story ends. And let's be real, Chrissy and Jim's relationship has never been straightforward. It's always been a mix of hidden struggles and public declarations of love, a balancing act in the spotlight. No matter what happens next, one thing's for sure, Chrissy is done putting herself on the back burner. She's all about prioritizing her happiness now as she navigates this messy chapter. But the big question remains, is Jim gonna step up and meet her halfway? Or are we just gonna keep watching this engagement drag on without a ring? Fans are buzzing, speculating nonstop about why these two still haven't taken that trip down the aisle. And honestly, with Chrissy focusing on her own growth, this might just be the beginning of a whole new era for her, with or without Jim. Oh, the tea just keeps spilling. Explanations for Jim and Chrissy's situation are all over the place. Everything from personal conflicts to commitment issues, and the mystery about where they're headed only keeps the gossip mill churning. And then, baby, Chrissy dropped a bomb on Instagram with that cryptic post. "You and I both know you will never ever find someone like me. Still, good luck with your attempts. I'll replace you by tomorrow." Ooh, talk about a mic drop. Fans went into a frenzy, and while she didn't name names, everybody's side-eyeing Jim, wondering if there's more trouble in paradise.
I know I'm brutal, but in this instance, I feel bad for Chrissy, bro. Chrissy, you's a fool. You wasted way too many times. And this is an example. Young ladies, sisters with sense, this is an example. Chrissy is an example of how you can waste your good years because you attracted to the wrong thing. You know what I mean? She sat up here and picked a dude who mother taught him how to tongue kiss. Y'all remember that story, right? Because Miss Chrissy taught Jim Jones how to tongue kiss. She sat there and said that. Jim Jones said that. Nasty work, guys. But this is an example of that. I feel bad for Chrissy, yo. You know what I mean? But she like it. She like it. I love it. It's crazy.
If Chrissy's message is any clue, it looks like she might be gearing up to call it quits on this never-ending engagement. After all, love is complicated, and just because two people have been together for years doesn't always mean they're headed down the aisle, and that's okay. At the end of the day, it's all about finding peace and fulfillment, whether they stay together or go their separate ways. As Chrissy and Jim step into this new chapter, the world is watching, waiting for some clarity. Will they finally make it official or part ways after all this time? Either way, fans are hoping both of them find their happiness, no matter what that looks like. One thing's for sure, this love story is far from boring, and the highs and lows of their journey are still unfolding right in front of us. Every time Jim and Chrissy step out or make a move, it's like another chapter unfolds in their story, sometimes together, sometimes apart. And let's be real, the constant tension with Mama Jones is a major reminder that family can throw some serious shade over any relationship. Family dynamics can be messy, and with Mama Jones in the mix, it's clear Chrissy and Jim have had their hands full for years. But through it all, both of them have grown, learning from the highs and lows of their roller coaster love story. Their relationship isn't just about love anymore, it's about communication, respect, and figuring out what they truly want for the future. As they look back on everything, you can bet they're reflecting on what's best for them, not just as a couple, but as individuals too. Society loves to push this idea that every relationship should lead to marriage, but Jim and Chrissy are out here rewriting the script, honey. They're navigating these expectations on their own terms, despite the pressure from family, fans, and the industry. This engagement of theirs, it's proof that modern relationships don't always follow the traditional path. Sometimes those big milestones like marriage don't line up with where you are mentally or emotionally, and that's okay. At the end of the day, Jim and Chrissy's connection isn't about fitting into society's mold. It's about being committed to each other, no matter what that looks like to the outside world. As they keep pushing forward, they're learning to prioritize their own happiness, both as individuals and together. And honestly, isn't that what love's supposed to be about? In a world that loves to set expectations, the real test of Chrissy and Jim's love might just be in their ability to grow, adapt, and hold each other down no matter what tomorrow brings. And let's be honest, the public can't get enough of their roller coaster romance.
Now, the number one problem with this relationship, I ain't even gonna say marriage, you know what I mean? But the number one problem with this merge relationship is the inability to leave the outside world out and keep that from getting to their inside. You know what I mean? When you get in a relationship, it's supposed to be between you, God, and the female, yo. Alright? Females likewise. If the man can't block his mother out of y'all business, then it's gonna be a problem. It's gonna be a problem. And in Chrissy's instance, a lot of y'all don't know this. Chrissy used to be a Cardi B back in her heyday. Yeah, Chrissy was a very mean girl, a bad girl. And that's why she can't have any babies. And that's why she loved Jim Jones too, because Jim Jones came and rescued her. He simped on her at her lowest. All right? I'm not gonna go in deep into her business, but yeah, she used to be a stick-up girl. And that got her caught up out there. And some bad men beat her up bad. Very bad. Bad. I'm talking knocked all the teeth out. All those teeth in her mouth is fake. And you know what I mean? And Jim Jones was there at her worst. So that's why she feels she owed Jim something, even though she's not getting what she want in return. All right, guys? So now y'all know the truth behind this relationship right here. I'll see y'all next time, guys. Remember, we gonna laugh, we gonna be nosy, we gonna cry, but we gonna learn. All right. Click into the video that's gonna pop on the screen if you need more content, guys. And don't forget to hit that like button.